It's 2Sneaky, man, and we back with another sneaky video, you feel me? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the video, man. Let's get straight into it.
Taken by a stranger. I don't want him to kill her. I don't want to be one of those parents that are going through this.
Is the victim there as well?
When an 8-year-old girl goes missing from a busy Walmart in Jacksonville, Florida on the night of June 21, 2013, police rush to the scene to investigate. However, after speaking with the child's mother, unsettling details emerge, leaving them questioning whether there's more to this abduction than they've been led to believe. As stakes rise, investigators plunge into a desperate search to locate the child before time runs out. The following footage has mostly never been seen before.
He knew when the store was closing. I had a bad feeling about him.
Just after 11 p.m., dispatchers at the Jacksonville Police Department.
If he ain't no work employee, how you talking to him? I know you I know they finna explain it, but I'm just saying, you had a bad feeling about him. You supposed to go with your gut. Say if you don't go with your gut, right? But I'm on his side, man. I'm stick to him like glue. Everywhere he go, I'm with him. I don't trust him, right? If I don't trust him, it's either I finna go, or everywhere you go, I'm going. And you're not standing behind me. We on the side of each other, or I'm behind you. We ain't doing none of that. That's the only way, fool.
Receive a 911 call from 45-year-old Rain Periwinkle with a grim concern about her young daughter.
I'm at Walmart. I think my daughter's been taken.
What do you mean?
Taken by a stranger. I can't find her.
Okay, ma'am, how old is your daughter?
8.5. I met a man today at Dollar General. He saw that I was struggling to buy them some clothes. He drove us here to buy us some clothes, and the only reason I went with him because...
Nah. Off rip, you already in the wrong. That first off. You don't be trusting a dude like that. But look, though, say if you do trust him, though, right? You with your kids everywhere y'all go. Because he can buy y'all clothes. All that could have went successful. You feel me? But you let him get too close, fool. You let fool get too close. You wasn't at every move. You probably went to the bathroom. All that extra junk, fool.
Said his wife was going to be here. Because I told him I don't take rides with strangers.
Okay, ma'am, what's your daughter's name?
Her name's Cherish.
After explaining that she still has her 2 other daughters with her, 5-year-old Destiny and 4-year-old Nevaeh, she continues to share more details from the incident.
Don't remember what clothes she's wearing because I'm panicking right now. I'm trying not to panic.
Okay, and she was last seen with this man?
Yes, he said he was going to McDonald's and he hasn't been there because the store is closed right now.
Okay, is he a white man or a black man?
A white man. He's got white, short hair. He's got dark eyebrows.
As she continues to explain, her story takes a darker turn, revealing shocking details that make the situation far more terrifying.
I had a strange feeling about him when I first met him, and he took her to the dressing room twice. And I was hoping that she would be okay. And I was looking at...
Why you let him take her to the dressing room? That's just like you with your boyfriend and like y'all got y'all kids with y'all, fool. You telling me your daughter gotta go to the dressing room, the father going to the dressing room? If the daughter gotta go to the bathroom, the father taking her to the bathroom? Like, come on, man, be real, fool. Why will you let a stranger take her to the bath, like take her to the dressing room? and you not in the dressing room. Come on, man. She don't make no sense.
Dude.
I know
And
the
I didn't
dicks,
want him to
like,
think
but
that I
I
was
know the
overly
motherfucking
protective, freaking out.
people on the other
But
end
now,
like bullshit.
they're not here.
When the detectives arrived to speak to Rain later that night, she begins to recount her story. However, her behavior during this interview, which one detective describes as unusual for the circumstances and a cause for concern, leaves them shrouded in uncertainty. However, her story about how she met the stranger she claims took Cherish is consistent with what she had described to 911 earlier.
He said his name is Dawn. He said he was supposed to meet his wife here, and his wife never showed up, and we've been here probably 2 hours, and she didn't show up, and I had this cart full of clothes that he said he was going to pay for with a $100 gift card, and I had a bad feeling. I thought, well, I feel like pinching myself because this is too good to be true. So I got to...
Nigga, if you never struggled before, nigga, I don't care how you struggle, nigga. We struggle, nigga. You feel me? You can struggle, yeah. I don't care about none of that, fool. You ain't finna try to be like $100 gift card and the clothes. Let me pinch myself. This might be dream. Like, no, fool, no. This ain't no fairy tale. This ain't none of that. When he said he about to go to McDonald's, oh, okay, we all going to McDonald's. You ain't finna come get the clothes out the basket? Pay for the clothes. Come on, now. A smart woman would have did that, fool. They would have had to pay for the clothes first. Okay, then we all can go. What? You ask any female right now, any female, fool. Any female, the same scenario, fool. If the dude said he gonna buy all the clothes out of the basket and he said he about to go to McDonald's right quick and leave you here to go to McDonald's, what's she gonna say? A female gonna wanna come. She ain't gonna wanna stay. Nobody don't want you to leave them here and go. So hell no, nobody ain't believing that story. I ain't believing that shit. Hell no, we ain't believing that. Come on now. That girl too gullible, man.
Check out, she's not here. Cherish isn't here. She's 8 years old. She's supposed to go to California in the morning. Flew the plane. And he knows, as I told him this, he knew when the store was closing. I had a bad feeling about him.
But it was her behavior as she explained what happened that left the detectives stricken with doubt. According to their notes, Rain appeared to have a total lack of tears when she appeared to be crying, was unusually calm, and displayed no obvious panic over the situation. She also repeatedly expressed concerns about the Dollar General purchases and the blue stroller she left in the suspect's van, as well as the items the Walmart employees would have to return from her shopping cart. Additionally, she expressed chilling thoughts that her daughter may have been assaulted and murdered. But these concerns were made with a noted absence of emotional response.
I don't want him to kill her. I don't want to be one of those parents that are going through this.
Her alleged emotional detachment wasn't the only detail.
Right when she said, I don't want to be one of the parents who go to prison, yeah, she was in on it. She probably sold her daughter for $100. She sold her daughter for a gift card, fool. You gotta keep it 100 with it, man. It ain't no female in the world, no mother in the world for to be like, yeah, my daughter got kidnapped, whoa, like that. I ain't trying to be one of them parents who go to jail. I'm one of the parents who go to jail if my daughter got kidnapped. Hell no, you sold her, fool. You sold her for 100. You sold her for 100, fool. And 100 wasn't even enough. And 100, you sold 100 for a life, fool. That's like nowhere near enough money not nowhere near enough. 100 for your child, money for your child in general, big, but not even 100, but you got a gift card, bitch. You got a gift card, bitch. Not even 100, you got a gift card. Come on, nah, fool. That girl sold her. She don't got a lot of us. We figured it out 4 minutes in.
Left them with the sinking feeling that something wasn't right. As she earlier told the 911 operator, Cherish was supposed to be getting on a plane to California the next morning. She further explained to detectives the scheduled trip was for Cherish to visit her father for the summer. According to their notes, Rain expressed anger over the situation, prompting one detective to ask her if this entire situation was an attempt to prevent Cherish from leaving. Though she insisted it wasn't, the detective's concerns were enough to leave them questioning. Is there more to this abduction than Rain is leading them to believe? These concerns are further compounded when Rain's boyfriend Aaron arrives at the Walmart, and the two begin arguing over the money she spent at the Dollar General. Officers are forced to separate the two.
If I was the officer, I'm just coming that bitch just slapping people. I'm not separating nobody. This slap separating everybody. I'm backing up everybody. I'm backing in everybody. Everybody on right and left sides after I get done. Fool, you came in there talking about money you spent at the Dollar General. Your child ain't here. He was with it. He wanted $50. He wanted $50 on a gift card. He lying. Fool, lying. Fool, he didn't even act like he cared. I only care if we play the video right now and they be like, then he started talking about the child. I don't care about none of it. Right when you walked in the store, you start being mad about the Dollar General. About the Dollar General. He sold her too. They both going to jail. They both going to jail. For $100 gift card. Y'all both wanted $50 off that? Nigga played out here, fool. They played. I would have just started backhanding niggas. There's no way. That's two parents. Walked in there, he didn't say nothing. They said his first thing was arguing about how much you spend at the thing. Nigga, you a sucker.
Them to stay focused on locating and returning Cherish to safety.
Stay focused.
It's now 1:10 a.m. and Cherish has been missing for over 2 hours. Up against the clock, detectives turn to surveillance footage from inside the store in the hopes it will reveal whether Rain is telling the truth and give them any clues as to where Cherish had gone. What they'll witness as they play back the tapes will leave them stunned, turning the entire investigation on its head. Dawn's white van travels from the Dollar General with Rain and her 3 daughters inside, seen on camera approaching the Walmart parking lot just before 9 p.m.
A guy walk up, hey, you can't pay for that? I let me pay for it, ooh, like that. You need a ride? Alright, you walk outside, you see the van. Nah, I don't need a ride no more. That was you supposed to say. I don't need a ride no more. I forgot my boyfriend or my girlfriend come to pick me up. That what you gotta say. Whatever. Them two. After you see the white van, that what you say. Fool. And dudes ain't getting picked up by girls. So like, you gotta tell the females, you gotta be like, my boyfriend come pick me up, my uncle, my daddy, my sister, anybody, fool. After you seen the white van, I ain't getting in. I don't care about I don't care. But that's an RV Scooby-Doo looking van. I don't care about none of it. I don't care about none of it. It's all white though. That's all you gotta worry about. It's all white. I ain't messing with that.
And her daughters Cherish, Destiny, and Nevaeh can be seen entering the store alone at 9:16 p.m. 10 minutes later, at 9:27 p.m., they enter the children's shoe section. As Rain begins browsing for shoes,
He trying to act smart. Them two walked in the store alone just because he wanted to walk in the store at different time because he know the camera, but he wasn't smart enough because we already seen y'all get out the car together. He should have been smarter than that. He should have been smarter than that, fool. Come on, man. First of all, you couldn't pick them up. You couldn't pick them up at Family Dollar because Family Dollar got a camera. You had to pick them up behind or some junk, like behind the store or some junk. That's first off. Then Walmart, you had to drop them off a little bit before you get to Walmart. Then you get in. So either way, you would have got caught. Now, look at this. Why is she on this aisle and her kids on this aisle? Come on now, somebody stay with it. Where the other child at?
the three girls can be seen wandering off into the neighboring aisle. While Rain and her daughters continue shopping, the man she's identified as Don is seen on the surveillance footage heading to the back of the store before eventually meeting up with the family. Though the camera doesn't catch it, Don slips an object into Rain's shopping cart. The later discovery of what the object was would send a chill down the detective's spine. For now, the man accompanies them as they browse the shelves and appears to be keeping a watchful eye on the young girls. At one point, Cherish and Don can be seen alone as he helps the 8-year-old try on a pair of shoes. Just after 10 p.m., Rain continues shopping with Nevaeh, while Destiny and Cherish follow Don into the children's clothing section. After disappearing...
Let me say this, fool. He don't know this, but let me tell him this, fool. He bought clothes. He bought stuff at Dollar General. The mama would have gave it up, fool. Oh, good. The mama would have gave it up. You dropped them off. You picked them up. The mama would have gave them up. You didn't even have to touch the child. But he was just too nasty.
The camera's view for nearly 10 minutes. They finally re-emerge and are seen following Dawn through the aisles while Rain continues looking at more shoes. Over the next half hour, the girls can be seen interacting with Dawn and weaving through the aisles, while Rain continues to look at clothes.
I don't trust them.
Although their interactions have appeared innocent so far, it's Dawn's next move that leaves the detectives with a growing sense of dread. At 10:38 p.m., just over an hour after first entering Walmart, Cherish can be seen following Dawn back into the shoe aisle alone. The two speak momentarily before Cherish eventually returns to her mother, speaks to her...
But I don't trust him, though. He on hood. He went over there, told her, go ask your mama, can I take you to McDonald's? Go ask your mama, tell her I'm hungry. Go tell your mama that we going somewhere. Go tell your mama this, go tell your mama that. That's what he did. That was the conversation. That's why she went back over there off rip. We don't even need to hear that. We don't even need to read lips. That's what the conversation was. We don't even need his side of the story. When we catch him, we gonna catch him. We don't need we don't need an interview at the end of this video. We don't need none of that. Cause we know what he did on hood.
And rushes off to join Dawn once again. According to Rain, she overheard Dawn ask Cherish if she wanted to order cheeseburgers from the store's McDonald's restaurant, and she allowed her to go with him. The two make their way to the front of the store and stop in front of McDonald's. However, it's clearly closed for business. Rather than returning to Rain, Dawn makes a sharp turn toward the front door at 10:42 p.m. as Cherish follows him close behind. The two walk through the parking lot, in plain view of passing strangers and occupied vehicles. 2 minutes later, at 10:44 p.m., Dawn's van is seen pulling out of the parking space before driving down a dark alleyway and exiting the store onto the main road. Meanwhile, Rain seemingly has no idea.
I know when she sold her child for $100, rewatching this video get chills in her body, fool. I know that bitch get chills in her body, fool, because that would have got me chills in this bitch on hood. Fool, rewatching this bitch would have got you chills. There's no way you can rewatch this bitch. Rewatch you say, yeah, I can. Rewatch you walk up. Rewatch her daughter walk up, ask her, can I go to McDonald's? And you say, yeah, automatically. You didn't do no hesitation asking, cause you know why? Cause you was brainwashed, fool. He let you think he gonna buy you this, he gonna buy you that, but what a clothes at Walmart, nigga. Still at Walmart, nigga. On hood, nigga. That girl sold her for $100. She don't got a lot of this.
Has left the store and continues shopping with her 2 young girls for another 15
Look at
minutes.
this.
The store announces its closing,
15.
and at 11:01 p.m., Rain, Destiny, and Nevaeh finally head to the front of the store to look for Cherish and Dawn. But despite their efforts, they're nowhere to be found.
What the mama
At
would've gave it
11:16
up.
p.m., after another 15 minutes of searching, Rain contacts the police. By this time, Cherish and Dawn have been gone for over 45 minutes. While the disturbing footage now has the detectives second-guessing their earlier assumptions, it's the discovery of what Dawn placed in Rain's shopping cart that truly sets them on edge. An
What was
ominous
it?
coil of rope, seemingly without purpose, was left behind by the suspect. It's now 2:10 a.m., and after reviewing the footage, the detective and sergeant...
Cause he was like, he thought he had to do extra jump. This what I think he thought. He thought he had to do extra jump, fool. You feel me? He thought he had to do extra jump. He thought he had to do this. He thought he had to do that. He was like, dang, this jump sweet. That's how he like, dang, this jump sweet. Go ask your mama to do this. Go ask your mama. Mama said, yeah. McDonald's was closed. The 8-year-old didn't even be like, let me go back to my mama. The 8-year-old follow him back. Follow him back to the truck. He like, that's how he, in his head, he like, this junk sweet on hood. And like watching a video like this and rewatching her little statement she said, because when she said she was doing all this and now her calling the police, like us rewatching this, she probably did not know fool would have took, because she, like, by her body language, she did looking for him, pacing back and forth. Like, her body language did say that. It do say that, fool. And you would know a person who was faking it, but she was being for real though, fool. But she still sold it for $100 because she said she was sketchy of him. She wasn't sketchy of him, fool. Because she didn't watch her kids since she walked inside Walmart. And look, with girls, you supposed to be on their head, fool. On hood, everywhere they go.
Of the crime scene discuss the situation. They decide that there's enough evidence to support a kidnapping, and at 2:30 a.m., over 3 hours since Cherish was last seen, the Amber Alert process finally begins. The delay has stolen precious time, and now the clock is ticking faster than ever. With every second meaning the difference between life and death, they must race against time to uncover the identity of Dawn and locate Cherish before it's too late. Using the Jacksonville, Florida mugshot database, a possible suspect, 56-year-old Donald James Smith, is identified. When shown his photograph, Rain positively identifies him as Dawn and eerily comments, "Yeah, you'll probably find her dead in a box." Assuring her they will do their best to recover Cherish safely, detectives work to secure as much information about the suspect as possible and are beyond horrified with the shocking details they soon uncover. Donald James Smith, a registered offender, has a harrowing list of priors spanning 3 decades. These include a total of 20 arrests, with 9 charges related.
Call him too nasty. He nasty. I don't know what he thought he was. Fool thought he was in the 70s, he thought he was that boy. My boy was a sucker. And look, him in the black with the little all black little mustache with the little black hair going down. Them was always the little bosses. He was a sucker. All these look like different people. And you know why? But they not. They all suckers. They all suckers. They all him. They all him. All him. Fool did this before. That's why you was not about to find her alive, fool. He had rope and all, but he didn't needed it. It was too sweet for him. This is the easiest one he ever did. Cause that mama was not on 50. She was not on point at all, fool.
Criminal acts involving children. His long history includes theft, fraud, burglary, possession of illegal substances, sale of obscene materials, multiple lewd acts in the presence of children,
women.
Assault of a child, and
kids,
attempted kidnapping.
everything.
The most jaw-dropping revelation.
Attempting. My boy did that. Fool. I don't care. The paper said he got an attempting. On this video, you supposed to say he got a kidnapping charge. There ain't no attempt. Nothing. He didn't attempt nothing. He did this before. This not his first time. This was too smooth for him. The mama was easy and gullible, but fool, this jump was too smooth for him. Fool, too smooth.
Don had been released from prison just 21 days ago for attempting to impersonate a Department of Children's Services agent in an attempt to lure a young child away from her grandmother. Armed with the horrifying truth behind Don's dangerous past, the race to find Cherish intensifies. But without a lead, there's little they can do but hope for a breakthrough. At 4:21 a.m., over 5 hours after her disappearance, the Amber Alert finally makes it into the hands of thousands of Florida residents. A description of Cherish, Don, the white van, and the missing blue stroller all reach local media channels, and it isn't long before crucial tips begin flooding in. A homeowner with claims of an unsettling discovery soon contacts the police. As he attempted to mow the lawn of his home on Rutgers Road, just 3 miles from the Walmart, he came across a baby blue stroller leaning against the side of the house. The stroller matched the description of the one Rain left in the back of Don's van. But that wasn't all that was discovered. In 2 large trash bins, the dollar store purchases, along with items belonging to Cherish, such as her pink headband and purple flip-flops, were found. The house is empty, and there's no sign of Cherish or Don having ever been inside. It's a devastating blow, but detectives are not ready to give up hope. And yet, they have no idea how disturbingly close to the truth they really are. Finally, at 8:55 a.m., 10 hours after Cherish's disappearance, a 911 call delivers the break they've been desperately waiting for.
Jackson 191's fine.
Hi,
we're calling about a suspicious van over here on Rutgers Road, a white van.
Yeah, that's a black
it was parked behind some bushes, really deep, and then we heard that it was a 8-year-old girl.
Rutgers and where?
Rutgers and behind Highlands Church. Behind Highlands Church.
Can you give me the nearest cross street of Rutgers?
Broward.
This is the same reason why people don't be surviving. People always like getting hurt before. Like, this why people don't call the police officer. Fool. Say if you prank call the police, right? They'll use, and you hang up the phone, they will use their tax dollars to come to your house, and you did not even give them your address. Why, when we call for a crime, it don't take that long to track somebody's phone. Don't have the police be, it take a whole bunch of time. No, it do not. It don't. It take 30 seconds. Not even. At least less than 30 seconds. After you've been on the phone for like freaking 60 seconds or freaking less than that, fool, they already pinned your freaking phone. Why do they ask, where are you? Oh, you got anything closer? What do you mean, do I got anything? The van leaving. The van finna leave. Since you want to ask me all these questions, the van finna leave. That's what I would have said, man. Because you can track my phone. Like, come on, man.
Howard? Yes, ma'am, and it was a white van. It's not there anymore, but we don't know if he dumped anything because we heard a girl just got abducted from Walmart.
Right.
So we're not sure if that's the van, but the white van was pushed all the way to the back of the bushes this morning.
The caller's tip ignites a surge of hope, as Highlands Church is just 1 block away from where the stroller was recovered. While en route to the location, officers are hit with a stunning stroke of luck when the suspect's white van is seen driving southbound on the highway. They quickly begin to coordinate a high-stakes takedown, fueled by the knowledge that Cherish may still be alive inside and just within their grasp.
33 is second our van just passed me at 95 heading south at Sun Avenue.
God, right there. How the freak gotta know what we called them? Nigga, we got a call from over here and out of nowhere. You just driving like you comfortably? Yeah, but God put the spotlight on you. There's no way. It's no way. Hey, Karma didn't catch up that fast. They didn't catch up that fast. Fool. That was God right there. I don't know what you was driving. We caught you.
Behind you, Tina, Papa 110.
112 to that unit. Do not stop the van until we get resources to you. If you can, stay back from it. Keep them from seeing you. HQ, what's the status on the air unit and other zones? I want everybody available heading towards the interstate.
We're now passing Edgewood, still heading south.
Emergency equipment engaged. Speeds are 58 miles an hour.
791, y'all do it on this bridge right here. That way you can't run on foot.
170 to K9, we got that entrance ramp closed off. Let's go ahead and blue light them as soon as we get past this entrance ramp.
Now in position, with exits blocked and nowhere for the suspect to escape, officers blare their lights and sirens. Tensions run high as they brace themselves for the uncertainty of what comes next.
170 vehicle pulling over at 95 southbound at 4th Street exit. 170, I want a felony takedown. Do a felony takedown.
And the thing is, driving the same van is crazy, fool. Like, driving the same van is crazy. That's crazy. He need to get the pen for this. I mean, he need to get the needle for this. I ain't gonna lie to you. The jit was only 8, fool. You need to get the needle for this.
Driver, step out of the vehicle. Face away from us. Keep your hands in the air. Stop. Take 2 steps to the left. Face away from us. Take 2 steps to the left.
He didn't have keys.
Put your hands in the air. Walk backwards to the sound of my voice slowly. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Stop. Take 2 more steps to the left.
170, 10-9.
Begin to walk backwards again. Stop. Go down to your right knee. Go down to your left knee. Put your hands on top of your head. Remain still.
Well, let's get K9 clear the van. You got K9?
I'll call it. Any other occupants in the vehicle? Next occupant of the vehicle, take your hands and stick them outside the vehicle window and/or door.
Officers wait with bated breath, hoping to see Cherish emerge.
Any other occupants of the vehicle, identify yourself now.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Fool, she would have been started yelling and screaming, fool. That, I know he probably did that for hope, fool, but nah, fool. She would have already been yelling and screaming. Like, come on now. I want to hear what the freak he said. Yeah, fool.
K9 unit will be approaching.
Back up, man. Back up,
Any other occupants of the vehicle, this is your last opportunity to stick your hands out and identify yourself. A K9 unit is approaching.
The K9 unit and officers approach on high alert with no idea what could await them inside.
17 to door.
170.
170.
Suspect in custody, 1077, clear as hell.
I'll move over and try and open 95.
There's no sign of Cherish inside. Despite the tragic setback, officers relentlessly question Don for answers, who claims Cherish jumped out of his van at a stoplight and ran away. Though hopeful this could mean Cherish is still alive, detectives are immediately suspicious, as Don's pants are soaking wet.
I would have been like, why she jumped out though? So you did try to kidnap her. Why she jumped out? Like, come on, nah. What you tried to do? You tried to, yeah. I would have slapped him mid-interview. They would have had to get me off on him. What the fuck you talking about? They would have had to get me off on him on hood. You said what? He didn't even say nothing. I thought he did. On hood.
He's only sweating as a result of recent substance use, but officers aren't buying it. With the knowledge that Highlands Church, where his van was earlier spotted, sits just beside a creek, only a block away from where the stroller was recovered, they quickly send the K-9 unit out to investigate. For now, refusing to answer further questions, Don falls silent. Their only hope is to take him in for questioning and break through his lies before it's too late. Little do they know he'll soon make a horrifying admission, just when he thinks no one is listening.
That's that don't jump.
Have a seat. We'll be with
Get
you.
in any side. You boo. Look. Any police car, any police station, any police room, any other room, dealing with the police, dealing with people you don't know, just think, just imagine a camera in there. You gotta always think that. Always think that. On a cell phone, you talking to somebody, you always think somebody recording you. Always think that. You got to, fool. That's why texting better. You text somebody, they gotta prove you text them. They don't have to prove you said something on the phone, cause we hear you. Oh, well they gotta prove that it's my voice. Yeah, it's not that hard. Like, it's not that hard, nigga. I'm hood. Look at him. Looking sick now.
Stand up. Turn. What's your name?
Donald Smith.
Donald Smith.
Yes.
Roll your hand out.
Guess his name was technically. Well, not technically, but shortly. His name was Don.
Roll your hand out. Mr. Smith, sir.
About that, I think.
After reading him his rights, they're hopeful he'll be able to give them any information as to Cherish's current whereabouts.
We'd like to ask you questions about it. You want to talk to us?
No.
Okay. All right, stand up. Roll pictures of you and get some swabs. Just stand right there. Put your back up against the wall.
Once again refusing to speak, Don is photographed and told he needs to change so his wet clothing can be collected for evidence. Soon after, he's moved to a new room where he'll wait for transport to the jail. It's when he's left alone that he finally has something to say, but the horrifying words that come out leave investigators filled with unimaginable horror.
So he don't. Dang, fool. I was just about to say, so he just gonna do that in the room like that? He ain't even gonna look around? He didn't even try to look around. I would have looked around. Everywhere I go, I look around. I'm gonna be looking around to know how many extras I got, to know how many cameras in here, to see how many people looking at me, obviously. I'm gonna be looking around. He didn't look around one time to see is a camera in here. And she bit you? First of all, First of all, she's 8. I want to know. No, what I don't want to know. I just want to know. I don't want to know, but I'm just trying to hear. Like, I don't even know what to say, fool. What did you expect out of an 8-year-old? Like, he expected luxury, man. She bit me. What did you expect, literally, fool? Like that, I feel like that's kind of weird. After I would have heard that in the interview, I would have came up in the room. They would have to get me off on him again. Bitch. Oh, I would have came with that bitch, started straight blowing. Boom, boom, boom. On hood. Take my badge. Hell nah, he tripping. What did he expect? On hood. I gotta ask him, what did he expect? Air hit. Nah, what did he expect though? Oh, wow. Oh, hey.
Bit me.
With enough evidence to charge Don with...
That's all we need. You know that little swing open like they were looking at the camera on hood. Bitch, hey, get your ass up. Get up. Ain't no sleeping in here. You ain't finna sleep. You ain't even gonna sleep when you get in there. You ain't finna sleep in here. Your last day sleeping was 2 days ago, boy. You ain't ever sleeping again. You up for the rest of your life. The next time you sleep, you in a coffin. You ain't finna sleep again. Talking about they finna use your DNA, her DNA. They finna swab you, your arm and your leg, and boom, you go to jail. That's all they needed.
He's swiftly taken away in handcuffs. Inside the prison, Don shares with a fellow inmate what he swiftly taken away in handcuffs.
Ooh, I want to hit a person who's swung the door open. I know he mad, ooh. I know he's mad right now. I know he was mad when he swung that door open.
With enough evidence to charge Don with kidnapping, he's swiftly taken away in handcuffs.
Now,
inside the prison, Don shares with a fellow inmate what he wasn't willing to share with police. Little did he know, the entire conversation was recorded by an undercover police officer within the prison. The audio exposed harrowing thoughts that Don harbored. As a group of young girls pass through the prison, Don and a fellow inmate can be overheard sharing their twisted observations.
I would have got me some cool points after that. Nasty. That's your target. What? He would have been my target in that motherfucker on hood. Fool. If I wanted to earn me stripes in that bit, he would have been my target. He's my target. If I want to earn me some stripes in that bit, he's my target. First day in that bit, he's my target. On hood, he gotta be my target. If you want to earn stripes, your first day, he gotta be your target. Cause fool, first of all, how young is the girls who walking through the prison? That's first off. Second of all, he just imagining young girls. Them jits probably wasn't even that young who was walking through the prison, because I don't know why young girls walking through the prison, so they couldn't be that young. But he just imagining them now. He imagined CEOs as like 10-year-old girls. Like, what are you doing? We know you old, but dang.
When I go out, but you would have fun with that one. You would keep that one locked up in the basement for a while.
Don't tell him that.
If I saw her at the bus stop, I'd get her. Yeah, I'd like to run into her at Walmart.
I know what they did. They did a whole sting operation on him. They did a whole sting operation on him. They put him inside a dummy cell or something, fool. Then they had jits walking past with the little fake cop. Cause Bo, sit down and think about this, fool. I would have been like, how you know Cherry? Oh, I read your paperwork. No. Cause there's no way he in there telling everything like that, like name for name. I don't think he told the name. He probably told him what he did, but I don't think he told the name. Unless the inmate asked for the name. So look, if the inmate was like, oh, what's the name of the girl? Oh, that's the police officer. That inmate is the police officer. Off rip. If he didn't say that, and he already knew the big cherry or whatever, cherish or whatever, fool, he a police officer. You should have been smoother than that. You should have been smoother than that, fool. You let another person show their hand before you show your hand. You don't ever show your hand in front of a dude. I mean, like in front of a nigga. And like in general, anybody. You don't ever show your hand, fool. You showed your hand before he showed his hand, fool. Cause only thing the inmate did is just bump his head up. The inmate really didn't even say nothing. He just bumped his head up just for he to get to talking. You don't put to show your hand, fool. You supposed to know that, man.
Yeah. Man, boy. She ain't acting like that, though. That's because she ain't black.
Because she ain't black, yeah.
Though shockingly vile, the audio recordings barely scratched the surface.
He nasty. Because she ain't black was true, though. That probably was true. But that's nasty because it's no way an 8-year-old had anything. What you talking about? An 8-year-old didn't have nothing. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Fool. And look, the thing is, it have to be a dummy cell. He it's no way he inside general, like, it's no way this nigga inside, like, full of everybody in there. He gotta be inside, like, a dummy cell or something like that, like, and, like, hold up or something, fool. He talking like that. I would have asked how old she was. If this was everybody, this can't be everybody. On hood, he had to be by himself with the other nigga, with but with the other inmate, with a fake inmate type joint. Feel me? Cause he talking freely. I don't even know, fool. You talking freely. You supposed to chill with that.
Horrors the K-9 unit would uncover in the early hours of that fateful morning as they searched the creek near Highlands Church. Fresh tire tracks extending from the church would lead the officer deeper into the woods. They next find a white plastic shopping bag, along with a wet black sock. As they followed the trail, they made a heartbreaking discovery, one that was more gruesome than they could have ever imagined. 8-year-old Cherish Periwinkle was found nude from the waist down, submerged in the murky water, half wedged beneath a fallen tree. A later autopsy would reveal that she was violated before being strangled to death. DNA evidence collected from Cherish would match that of Don Smith. Despite the overwhelming evidence, Don shockingly pleaded not guilty and left his fate for a jury to decide. He also attempted to suppress the jail recordings, arguing they were a violation of his privacy. The chilling audio was played for the jury at his trial in February of 2018. After only 19 minutes of deliberation, they unanimously found him guilty of kidnapping, battery, and first-degree murder. Donald James Smith was sentenced to death and remains incarcerated at the Union Correctional Institution in Ryford, Florida, where he awaits this sentencing to be carried out. Rain's other 2 children, Nevaeh and Destiny, were removed from her custody in the month following Cherish's abduction.
Had to be. I'm sorry, but not sorry. It had to be done. Like, you probably didn't mean to, but you was too blind, fool. And you wasn't on 50 enough. Like, you supposed to have been on point. And on point mean, look, we ain't saying when you don't have enough money, don't have to do it. Yeah, you can have a dude pay for it. He want to take you to Walmart. Yeah, you can do that, fool. Yeah, we ain't saying you can't. But your kids is on your eyes the whole time. He on your eyes, she on your eyes the whole time. They on the buggy, all three on. Two of them on the side, one of them in the front. You can see them the whole time, fool. Come on, nah. She supposed to know that, fool. That girl she wasn't ready for this. Like, they did last for 8 years old, 4 or 5 or whatever, but, fool, you still wasn't a parent enough, fool, because you just was lucky at that point. God was like, you were just lucky at that point, I think. You feel me? You were just lucky at that point. Then you caught the right one, fool. You ain't supposed to ever leave. Your eyes supposed to ever leave your kids. Your kids was wandering off like this a habit. Like they normally do this. So yeah, fool. No. You tripping, fool. You tripping. And she tripping, and he tripping too though. I thought they were about to give him life, they gave him death. So my boy probably already dead, you feel me? But they know what it is, man. It's 2Sneaky, man. And we'll be back and back with other videos like we always do, man. And it's 2Sneaky and we out with it, man. Let's go.